Hey folks, what's going on? Doc Blade, Forensic Golf. So I want to talk about sequential motion today. But before I do and unpack this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up or thumbs down. That doesn't make a difference, as you know. But what does make a difference are your comments, okay? So sequential motion. When you hear sequential motion, your mind kind of already divert right to the rotation, right? Because that's what everybody talks about when they talk about sequential motion. They're talking about the rotation in the swing. But here's the reality. The reality is there's actually 3 sequential motions happening in the golf swing. You have the rotation, what everybody talks about, right? And then you have the vertical, which we hear about all the time now, ground force rebound, ground force reaction, pushing into the ground and rebounding out of it. But the one you never hear a lot of talk about is the linear sequential motion, how we move in a line from this way to the target, back and forth to the target, right? And it's a game changer. Linear sequential motion is the one I see most clients needing help with on the lesson tee. And the better the player is, the better their linear motion is. And the higher the handicap, the worse it is. And they're playing from off their back foot. Or you see some seniors, they have the dreaded senior fallback, right? That's because they don't have that linear motion. Think about this. Chew on this for a moment. Padraig Harrington, right, is hitting the ball longer and better now than he's ever hit it in his life, right? He's still playing very, very traditional clubs. But what is the difference? In the last 3 to 4 years, he's added almost 5 inches of linear motion toward the target. Look at all that force, that mass, right? So a long driver gets about 60 to 70% of their body mass toward the target linearly, right? So if you weigh, make it simple. If you weigh 100 pounds, right? They're getting 60, 65 pounds of that going toward the target. A tour pro gets about 25 to 30% of their body mass moving toward the target, literally toward the target, right? Moving that pressure, moving that mass, right? Mass times velocity equals what? Momentum, right? Momentum. And golf is all about momentum. The average handicap player, country club player, they get anywhere between 3 and 10% linear motion, sequential motion in their swings based on their handicap. So I have a saying. I say everybody can improve their strike by moving their low point more forward. Even Tiger Woods. If he moves his low point just more forward, a half an inch is going to benefit him. Same thing with your linear motion. If everybody moved their linear motion just an extra inch toward the target, they're going to improve. I believe it because I teach for a living. I see it when I get a player moving better, literally, laterally. It's a game changer. Excuse me. It's a complete game changer. So how do we make this happen, Coach? Well, you can do it with the old school drills. You put an aiming stake, you bump the aiming stake, then you turn. You can put a cone over here, you knock the cone over, then you turn. Or you can do it like I've had a lot of success, doing it by intention. I just ask my client, I want you to have more intention in your address position. No downswing thoughts, right? More intention in your address position that you're gonna move more linearly through the strike zone. And then I draw lines on them and they're surprised. Within the first session, they add an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches, moving more linearly. What does that do? It gives you a longer sweet spot. It gives you more smash factor, and it gives you more control, more balance. It's a game changer, folks. It's a game changer. But I have to be honest with you. I found that it's extremely challenging. It can be more challenging than getting somebody to change their grip assembly, getting a player to actually be consistent with more linear motion. So here we go. I'm going to do it with a clear intention. Right on the front right of the green. Got the bottom two grooves on that one, right? Again. It takes time to get it. There you go. There you go. That's it right there. Spend time with it. Make it work for you. My first ball, I was more linear, but I caught the bottom two grooves, right? So what do I say? Soul turf interaction. Where am I hitting the ball in the club face? And my horizontal angle. Is my club face open or closed at the strike, right? On the second one, I still had that clear intent to be more linear and perfect. See the divot pattern? Strike was on and the sound doesn't lie. Work on this one, folks. Again, let me put a caveat in here. I'm not asking you to slide. I'm not asking you to slide. I'm just asking you to get more of your body mass linearly, laterally toward the target. Laterally. See that? Torso turn. Torso turn. Get that mass moving back that way. Don't let that mass, your body mass, stay over here. Jimmy Ballard, load it up and let it go, right? Load it up and let it go. Get that mass. Think about your body mass. Get that body mass moving back towards your target. Keep grinding, folks. Remember, the journey does require work. Peace. There you go. There you go. That's it right there. Spend time with it. Make it work for you.